Guys, I woke up and we are almost at 6,000 followers in one night. Whenever I woke up yesterday, we were still at 2,000. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, get ready with me for the second day of school, and I woke up an hour late. Whenever I started this account, I legit thought like no one would watch my videos. Like I just did it kind of as like a fun little thing. But seeing where I am now just makes me so happy, and I'm so like just in disbelief. Anyways, I am not excited for today at all. I can't believe I overslept by an hour. How does that even work? I couldn't even do my hair this morning because I literally have like 30 minutes to get ready. I used the wrong moisturizer with my bronzing drops and now it's gonna peel. Today better just be like a good day. Like, I literally don't know what to do. I literally have an energy drink downstairs and I can't even get it while I'm getting ready because I had to wake up and like immediately start getting ready. And thank goodness my mom isn't busy today and can take me through the car right along. I'm honestly not even gonna do half the products I normally do. So if you guys were looking for like a full get ready with me, you'll have to go watch another video. I also forgot my Power Grip primer, which is probably why everything's peeling off my skin. But I don't even care anymore, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna sweat it off throughout the day anyway, so why does it matter? Am I the only one whose alarm literally just some days just chooses like not to go off? Like, my alarm's just like, oh, no, not gonna go off today. Like, don't you hate whenever you're running late and then to top it off, you literally can't find your products at all? Anyways, guys, I have to go. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys.
So now they're getting a divorce, right? So I know I'm not any sort of chisme page or anything like that, but I have to share this. So let's get into it just because it's so messed up. There's this couple that own this like faja brand. The couple went ahead and gifted the children not necessarily the store, but any money that the store made would go for the husband's children, right? Like the inventory, anything. So now they're getting a divorce, right? I guess the lady's all like was cheating on the husband with her personal assistant. I don't know. It's all over the internet. You guys can see if you guys know who I'm talking about. If you don't, but you know, she's like living her life with her personal assistant now, and future ex-husband of hers, you know, he found someone else too. So now she's all mad online talking about, I'm gonna take care of my kids and your kids. But then we see that the store is closed and, you know, they're saying it's temporary closed and all this stuff, but it's not. So I guess this lady actually cut off all this inventory to come into the store. So now she's literally cutting off the kids from getting, you know, an income. So how does that make sense? How is that her being a good person? Pretty messed up to me. So I mean, even though she has shown her true colors this whole time, you know, we can see more of who she really is just by doing this. I mean, she literally said she was gonna take care of her kids and his kids, but what is she doing? Exactly. So, you know, I've been seeing rumors around the TikTok that he is actually going to come out with a new brand and compete with her, something like that. So, you know what? I'm going to do more research. I'm going to find this new faja brand and we are all going to follow them and we'll go from there. Okay?
The baby drama that happened at the Diljit concert. Let's get into it. It's officially the start of attending weddings for me. So it's attending wedding season now. That has begun for me. I'm going to feel like Grwm for the next many days, but hey, she can do it. We all can do it. Okay, so let's talk about what happened. Basically, we had 2 seats, first row on one side of the stage, and on the other side of the stage, we had like 5 seats. Keep that in mind. The stage is in a T shape. So you have the stage and then you have another stage coming out that way. So pretty much just why'd I do that? Why'd I just make that? I could have just done this. It's a T. Okay, guys? It's a T. It's a T while I give you the T. Okay, I'm pretty lame. So lame. Let's start off from the beginning. We left the house and we were told to go to the underground parking of the Skydome Rogers Center. We went to the underground parking lot, and there was security there waiting for us because of Dad. And we got seated in a golf cart, and the golf cart took us backstage, and we got to see all the chaos that was happening. We were brought to our seats. Now, like I said, the stage was a T. So on one side, Dad had 2 seats, and on the other side, we had 5. Dad was like, I'm gonna go sit with my manager, Rinku. So they got him seated with security, which was really, really sweet because there were so many people that wanted to take pictures with Dad, and Dad will never say no. And I told him, I was like, hey, you need to have security just in case, because to get you seated is gonna be a little bit chaotic because people are gonna come up to you. And he was like, okay, you know what? That's fine. I'll get that done. And he was seated on the other side. Mom was seated on the other side. Hark helped her get seated. And then Hark was like, I'm going to stay here for a little bit. And then I'm going to go and be with the rest of the boys that are my family friends that were there. Once the concert had started, in my seats was my mom, me, and then we had our family friend Karthik who was there. And Karthik, we had given him a ticket. He is also my wedding event planner. So it was nice to kind of like hang out with him as well. And the funny part is, well, it's not funny, but like, the guy is 6'7", okay? Like, he is very, very tall. And you also feel very safe with him. You're like, okay, you're here. No one's going to try to surpass mom or, like, stand in front of her. And luckily, the show wasn't at the front. Like I said, it was a T stage. So Diljit was performing at the very tip of the T. And you could keep seeing him walk around and stuff like that, which was great. So no matter what, we weren't looking forward. We had to turn diagonally facing the back to look at him. The show began. And Karthik was standing, of course, and Karthik is a friend of mine that I told you that is 6'7". So he was standing and he was right against the railing. Now, Diljit was at the tip of the T. Karthik would not be blocking your way at all. He'd only block your way if he came to the front, but also because Karthik is in the front row, he was like, I would probably have to stay seated if anytime Diljit is up there because Karthik's too tall and he doesn't want to block anyone's view. But because Diljit wasn't at the front, he could stand. A few minutes later, this couple walked in, okay? And it was this guy in a white blazer, and I don't know if the person with him was his wife or not, but he was an older gentleman, I think around, like, I can't even say gentle. He wasn't a gentleman. He was far further than anything that is compared to a gentleman. He looked like he was in his, like, I think maybe late 50s. I could be wrong. Now, I don't know if this delusional person drank, but I'm just going to say they did, because if that is who they are and that's their personality, like, whoever's with them, red flag, run. I just had to go get ready because I was like, in order for me to tell this story, I need to focus because I need to get every single detail across. So Hark went to his boys and I was waiting for Palak, Dara, and Ria to come down. And it took them a while to come down because they went and got food and drinks and then they came down to us. But until then, it was just Mom, Karthik, and I there. And this guy in the white blazer starts acting up. Like, he was really pissed at Karthik's height, like bichara Karthik, and was so angry. He was like, you're in the way, you're blocking us, it's not fair. And Karthik's like, sir, I'm not in your way. Like, Diljit is performing that way and he's at the end so you can see him clearly. But there were also people standing in like the 3rd row, 4th row, 2nd row even, standing on their chairs watching Diljit. And Karthik's like, I don't understand. I'm not blocking you. So what are you acting up on? Then he went to the security that was right in front of the stage and was like, these are not their seats because they don't have white wristbands. Now, the reason why I told you this whole backstory of us coming from underground and the golf cart and all of that is because we came from the back. We didn't need wristbands. They didn't give us wristbands. They just seated us into our seats. So security had to check my ticket, make sure it's fine. And I had the ticket that is the original tickets. Like, they were scannable. They were not a screenshot. So Karthik had his, I had mine for my 5 people. And this guy was so delulu that he was like, nope, this is not their seats. It's a scam. It's a scam. And security's like, well, they're showing me the tickets. Then he got more security. So I had to keep answering all these questions. Then he got the usher to come. And the usher is like, oh, you didn't get your white wristband? That's okay. We'll get it for you, or you don't need it. You have your ticket anyways. I'm like, okay, perfect. That uncle was still going off, being like, no, I don't know how they got the ticket. And then the cherry on top, this uncle decided, I hate when people do this, and I don't know why people think that they need to throw money into conversations or anything like that, but this guy goes, I don't know, it's a scam. They probably got these tickets from someone else, but they look like that they can't afford it. When I tell you, like, my jaw was on the floor, and literally by that time my girls had also just came down, and I was like, I can't believe this guy said that. I literally can't believe he said that. And the rows behind me were asking, because there's intermission, they're like, what happened? And I told them, I was like, this guy's delusional. He thinks like these are not our seats. And he kept arguing with security, no, it can't be their seats because they don't have a wristband. They don't have a wristband. And security's like, they have the ticket. So we don't understand why you keep saying that. And he just kept going off and off. But the fact that he had to say, oh, they look like they can't afford it, my blood was boiling. And honestly, it takes a lot to get me to snap. And I wanted to snap because I was more upset that someone, a fellow brown person, is out here throwing money. Like, shut the hell up, man. Like, you make us look bad. Palak then spoke to him in Punjabi, and Palak told me, she's like, you're not going to talk to him. Let me do the talking. Turn the other way. So I was like, okay, fine. And she said to that uncle, like, Uncle G, you can go in front of us, and if you want, you can stand there with your partner, okay? You can see the show, and you're closer to the stage now. And he was like, no, I want to stay on my seats. I want Karthik. Well, he doesn't know Karthik's name, but he's like, I want him to move back. These are not his seats. Karthik was like, देखो मैं बहस नहीं करना चाहता हूँ, ये मेरी सीट है, just please अपना show enjoy करो. Meaning, I don't want to argue, just enjoy the show. He did not want to leave his seat. And Karthik's like, I'm not going to leave mine. We're telling you to move forward, and you're telling us to move back. Like, you make no sense at all. In the end, his partner had to stand because everyone was standing and she couldn't see. So regardless, she had to stand on the chair and watch the whole show. And at the end of it, like around half an hour before the show ended, Rinku was like, I gotta go. Can I leave Dad at your seat? Is there any seat available for him to just sit? I'm like, yeah, there is. We're all standing. Bring him here. So security brought him over. And while security was bringing him over, I put out my hand and I grabbed Dad. I'm like, Papa, come sit here. And I watched the uncle look at me and him. And that uncle looks at his partner or whoever he was with and was like, Nav Bhatia, and starts recording Dad. Like, I hate when people need to bring up, oh, like money, like I spent this much money on tickets, or you look like you can't afford it, and all this other stuff. Like, people are delusional. Like, this person was literally an Indian version of a Karen. Just enjoy the show, bro. Like, relax.